Jailbreak recently got another safe vehicle in the form of the Winder. But how does it compare against the 7 other Jailbreak vehicles that have been rewarded from safes? That's what I'm going to evaluate in this video by ranking them from worst to best. Keep in mind, this is my opinion, it's totally subjective, you're free to disagree with me, just be respectful. Anyways, enough yap, let's get started. In last place we have the Expeditioner. This is not a bad vehicle, but it just feels entirely unnecessary and feels like bloat. It does look really nice. I love the bubble observatory thing. I like the details, like the lab inside it. And the stats are okay, but they're not as good as the Fiasco, which had a really good launch and it's just a really fun car to use. So overall, it's not a bad beginner car, but it's not very fun. There's no reason for me to use it, and to be honest, I don't think it should have been added. Up next is the La Violette Lowrider. The stats unfortunately are quite sluggish, and I don't use this vehicle very much due to that aspect, but I absolutely love the appearance. I think Zio did an incredible job making this vehicle, and I really enjoyed the cool gimmick where if you press G, then it has a lowrider function and there are sparks coming out from the back. That makes it fun to use every now and then. So it's not particularly effective for gameplay, but it's one I still enjoy. Moving on from that, we have the Shell Classic. This was a vehicle that I used to really enjoy driving around the map. I think it has a really fun and charming design, and I think UFED did a great job making it. I also lucked out since I got it for only 200,000 J-Bucks. I only had to buy 2 of the safes to get this one, so that made me enjoy it a lot. However, the stats are not particularly great. For a vehicle that can cost upward of millions of J-Bucks, I would expect this to be a little bit better and a little bit flashier. Therefore, while I have enjoyed using this vehicle, it has a few things holding it back. This honestly felt like something that should have belonged to one of the lower tier safes. Then moving on, we have the Manta. I think this one actually has the stats to warrant it being so expensive for many people, though I did have to spend quite a pretty penny to get this one. I think this car is a bit generic for a hypercar though. It looks cool, but doesn't stand out that much in my opinion. The stats are great, but nothing crazy. And the thing that really holds me back from using this vehicle very much is the fact that if my internet isn't as strong, then this vehicle bounces way too much, and this just isn't an issue with most other vehicles. It gets really frustrating when the game is disrupted due to bouncy car, so that's why I don't like to use this vehicle that much, and that's why I'm ranking it lower. Then there's the Venom. This is just all around a very solid, well put together supercar. The acceleration isn't mind-blowing, but it's not terrible either. It's perfectly serviceable and quite fun to drive. I like the backfire effects quite a bit. I think the design is also pretty well done. Overall, it's a fantastic mid-tier vehicle. Is it worth the J-Bucks though? Honestly, not really, and that's the thing holding it back for me a little bit. I'm glad I own it, but I don't like to use it that much. Kicking off the top 3, we have the latest safe vehicle addition, the Winder. I was disappointed that this vehicle did not win for season 28, but I was still happy to see it added in the game regardless, and I have really enjoyed using it. The stats are actually pretty good, and it's comparable to the Storm Rider. The launch is great, but the higher end acceleration isn't the best. It also does not have a great top speed, which is the only thing I would really change about it. I think if a vehicle costs upwards of 500,000 for some people, it should have a good top speed or a really cool ability to boot. I still think this vehicle is worth it and I'm glad I own it, but I don't think it's fully worth the money. However, it's really well done all around and I quite enjoy it. I love the appearance so much. Eyes of Oblivion totally cooked with this vehicle. I love the details like the eyes turning on with the headlights. The force field generating in front of the car is really cool. I am disappointed that it doesn't actually do anything, but it's still cool nonetheless. So while this vehicle is not perfect, it has really grown on me and I've quite enjoyed using it. For the penultimate safe vehicle, we have the Hammerhead. This is also a vehicle that I think should have won the season. I'm happy that it got added in the safe, but I think this would have been much better suited as a season grand prize. As for its abilities, I am pretty happy with it. The stats are quite solid. The acceleration could be better, but for what this vehicle is, I think the acceleration is fine, and it has a pretty good top speed, plus it seats 3 people. But what I really love about this vehicle is the Hammerhead ability. It can drive through cars and basically disrupt them. It's really fun, and it can actually be useful when you're playing the game. It recently also got some turrets added, which to be honest, I think was completely unnecessary, but it has only helped this vehicle. So even though it costs a lot of money for some people, I still think this one is fully worth it, as it looks cool, it has decent stats, and it has some really cool abilities. But in my opinion, nothing can beat the Fiasco. This is one of the best vehicles in the entire game, in my opinion. It is small and almost impossible for cops to disable. And if you're on the cop team, it zips off really quick and it's a great way to disable other vehicles. It's just a fun, zippy car that I really enjoy. I think the appearance is super cute. And this vehicle was a total bargain from the safes. Unlike all the other safe vehicles, which to be honest, always feel like you're spending a bit too much money, this one was worth every penny since it was incredibly useful. And that's why I think it is the best out of all the safe vehicles. But that's gonna wrap up my discussion of the Jailbreak safe vehicles. What do you think? Which ones are your favorites and least favorites? Let me know your opinions down below in the comments. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. Use code YouTube NoobFreak at any Jailbreak ATM to get your own NoobFreak tires. Join my Roblox group and join my Discord server, and have a great rest of your day or night. Bye bye.